Tell me about the bare knuckle, please, because I didn't. We spoke about it briefly at the Ignite launch, but yeah, what's the full story behind that?
It's exciting. So the bare knuckle thing kind of came up. I did like a Ask Me Anything on Instagram, and on two separate occasions, I had people that I don't know where they came from. I don't know if they were following me, and they were like, "Would you ever consider bare knuckle boxing?" And I was like, I don't know. Like, I didn't think I would. And then I started chatting to the one matchmaker from, I started chatting to a scout from BKFC and the matchmaker at BYB at the same time. And they're putting so much effort into building up a female roster at the moment. The money is great. And for me, I think what better way to be motivated to work on my striking.
Yeah, and not want to get sliced up in a bare knuckle fight.
So the thing is, I am too old to get a professional boxing license in South Africa.
I don't know, there was an age
There's
limit.
like a 35 or something like that is the cutoff.
Okay.
So interesting. You can go fight MMA, but you can't. Like MMA's is 40.
Yeah.
After 40, they don't want to give you a license, but boxing is 35.
Is it a first time license? So
Yeah,
so you get a license once off and you can keep it.
You get a license. I think you have to renew annually.
Okay.
And then after a certain age, they'll make you go for a brain scan if you've been boxing for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't get a pro boxing license, and
that's crazy.
And so it made it even easier when I'm going like, I'd like to work on my striking as a grappler. It was very clear in the last fight that if I had more striking, like maybe so I could have made something happen. And as much striking as you can work on in the gym, I think I don't have that traditional experience that a lot of older athletes might have, where they've come up from a kickboxing or Muay Thai or boxing background and transitioned into MMA. I just did jits for a bit, and not even hugely competitively, and then fell into MMA. So with grappling and wrestling really being my foundation. So yeah, now we're doing bare knuckle. And it's exciting. The guys at BYB so far, I haven't obviously fought for them yet, but they give me EFC vibes. Like it seems like a small crew who really care about their fighters. I hear stories about how they're like in the ER with their fighters afterwards, like really making sure that they're good. Whereas on the flip side, I've heard different things about BKFC. And I mean, some people might be signed to them and be very happy. I made a choice of wanting to go with an organization that just firstly offered me better money, but then also just came across like they really cared about building me up and about, making something happen. So I've signed a 4-fight deal with them, but it's not exclusive. So it is exclusive from a bare knuckle perspective, but I can continue to fight MMA.
Okay.
And that was the big differentiator as well, is that other organizations will want to make sure that they've got you exclusively. Whereas it's funny, it's like, I feel like my last 5 years have been feeling like I'm constantly cheating on something. So too much MMA, I feel like I'm cheating on grappling. Right now, I feel like I'm cheating on MMA with boxing, because literally for the last 2 months, I haven't grappled. I haven't stepped my foot on a jits mat except to teach a class. And yeah, I do feel quite guilty about that. But it's been great to see my boxing improve. You're preparing for, like you said, getting sliced in the face potentially.
Or hopefully not, but yeah.
Look, I think, and this is the other thing about bare knuckle, is that compared to MMA, and again, I'm going to reference my last fight a lot, because that's the first time that I took any damage in a fight ever. And I took a ton of damage in that fight. So all my other fights, I'd come out with just like a little bruise on the leg or something like that. And the thing with MMA is it's so unpredictable. You can fight a fight that ends in 30 seconds. You can fight a fight that goes the distance. You can come out with not a scratch on you, or you can come out completely mangled. You start the fight with a little bit of an understanding of what your opponent is going to bring to the table. But if you're fighting an international, with Alice, we thought she was a wrestler. Everything we saw online was about her wrestling acumen, and then she was introduced as a Muay Thai specialist. So it's unpredictable. You actually never know what the person's going to bring to the table, and that's part of the excitement. Bare knuckle. You're going to stand in front of somebody. You're both going to throw hands. You're probably going to get cut up because you're not wearing any gloves. So you can prepare for that. Okay, I'm going to get punched in the face. I'm going to get cut. Cool. Now I know what I'm dealing with. So as brutal as it sounds, it's actually pretty predictable, and
you can prepare for it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like a little, like, I think with most people fighting, probably, and maybe you experienced this the first time, is like, and I know John Jones said this about Francis Ngannou fight as well. Is like I have the fear of getting knocked out, like knocked out badly. But once I get over that fear, fighting Francis Ngannou, it can happen. It's like whatever. Once you get over that fear, you can just go and focus on what you have to do. So I guess once you get over the fear of, or know that you're going to get punched in the face, like you say, probably get cut up. It's like, well, okay, it's probably going to happen, so let's prepare for it.
Yeah. So I think if the bare knuckle offer had come pre my fight with Alice, I would have laughed it off. But I think taking the damage that I took, it's like nothing bothers me now, because I've seen that. I never got damaged. I was never damaged ever in any fight before that. Took a couple of knocks to the face, but then one severe elbow, and my entire face blew up like a crazy person for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but then it healed, you know, and now you can barely see the scar. So I think it's going to be a lot less hardcore than an elbow to the face. And that's the other thing about, if you're comparing bare knuckle to MMA, is that when you're getting hit with elbows and knees, which are way more brutal than a bare knuckle punch, it doesn't hurt me. I mean, very rarely do I hear somebody tell me that like their elbow is so sore from elbowing somebody in the face. If your elbow is sore from elbowing somebody in the face, like, you should see the other guy, you know? But when I'm hitting you with a bare knuckle fist, it's going to hurt me too. So either I'm going to break my hand, I'm going to be, you know, less encouraged to hit you as hard the next time. Anyway, it's interesting. It's going to be I just want to have cool stories to tell my grandkids one day. So.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that clip, I've got another one for you over here and over here. Please don't forget to subscribe over here and have a look at my other socials down in the description box below. Thanks for watching.